On a Wednesday morning going through the really bad cold emails in my spam folder, and I made them good. How's it going? My name is Ryan Biden. If you don't know me, I run an outbound agency called Breakout Creatives. I have helped a lot of companies with their outbound and go to market. And today I went through bad emails in my spam folder, went over why they're bad, and I made them good. So, like anyone with founder, CEO, and their LinkedIn profile, I get a lot of cold emails. You probably do too. Some of them are good, some of them are really bad, and in this one, we're fixing the bad ones. Here's a few reasons why I think I would say that I'm justified in talking about this. A few companies that we've helped in the software space book a lot of demos and make some decent money, all from cold email from outbound. So let's get into this right here. So to start, this was our first email that we got here. So this is from our friends at Marketing Automation Solutions, and here's what they said. They went, "Hi. I just wanted to see if you have any interest in learning more about Sales Closer and how it can help you handle your leads and make sales calls more easily and scalably. Okay. If it helps, I can send you a quick 3-minute video your way. Please let me know. Thanks, Ava." Okay, Ava, let me move my head out of the way and let's talk about this. Okay. So a few things right off the bat that I was like, here's why this was in my spam folder and what I would fix it. Number one, not using a first name, it just looks extremely robotic. It looks extremely spammy. Like at least as a necessity, you have to have that first name. If they would have said, "Hey Ryan," "Hi Ryan," it would have been fine. Okay, this wouldn't have been as much of a problem. But just saying hi, it just looks terrible. I'm sorry. Next, they had to set the second line in this. It says, and it goes right into, "Wanted to see if you have any interest in Sales Closer." Now, the problem with this is that I don't even know what this thing is. I don't know what Sales Closer is. If they would have prefaced, and I'll get into how, I would rewrite this script, but when they say, "Hey, would you have any interest in this thing?" and I don't even know what it is, and then after that you go on to tell me it helps me handle my leads and make sales calls more easy and scalably. Like, I think what you should do is, you know, tie it to the person first. And again, I'll get to these revisions here, but you have to tell me what your thing does, right? And then see if I'm interested in it, because I don't even know what it does. So no, I'm not interested in Sales Closer. I'm sorry, right? The call to action at the end is fine, but I don't even really know what I'm getting, right? Like saying, "Hey, I can send you a quick 3-minute video," like going over what? Like, I think context, and if you add as much specificity as possible with this, if they said, "Hey, I can send you a quick 3-minute video of how our system got Jeremy to book 20% more calls from his CRM," something like that, where it's tied to something, and I kind of know what I'm getting, because I don't want to watch a 3-minute video if I don't know what it's for, right? So just adding that context in the call to action would help. And then the last thing that I said was I would like something more quantitative. So more easy and scalably. I don't even know if scalable is a word. I'm going to be honest with you. Scalable is a word. Scalably, I don't think that's a word. Anyway, it's just not enough for me to care, right? Like, and I'll get to this in the version that I wrote, but it's like I I don't really care unless it's tied to a number, right? So if I was to revise the script, here's how I would do it. So I would say something like this. And again, I haven't looked at their website. I don't even know what the offer is. I'm literally just going off of this. I would say this: "Ryan, being the founder of Breakout, are you still taking all your sales calls yourself? We just made a tool to help founder-led sales teams go 15% higher and manage their CRM easier. No need for a call just yet, but mind if I flip a quick video over?" And even reading that, because I haven't read this over out loud, is I would change that last line to be like, "No need for a call just yet, but mind if I flip a quick video over how this could help your CRM management, or how you could save time when scheduling new calls," or something like that. But I would actually add a bit more context to that line. But you see in this how we kind of address the problems in the areas that I pointed out. We talk about what the product does, how it's fit for you. We use my name, things like that. Let's get on to this next example. This is kind of fun. So this one here, we got a bit longer. We got, "Hi, Ryan. Imagine effortlessly qualifying leads from over 7,000 channels without writing a single line of code. With Pitch It, you can sync leads from Salesforce, WhatsApp, blah, 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 into our platform where they are instantly qualified and meetings are scheduled." Okay. Pitch It doesn't just automate, it excels. Our AI agents can qualify leadings, book calendar events, blah, 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 blah. Okay. ready to streamline your lead qualification process? Let's schedule a 10-minute call on Friday to go over how Pidget can integrate with your systems. Okay. So a few things with this. Overall, this actually isn't bad, but there's a few things that you can tweak so easily that would make this good. So two things that I despise in sales copy is the word imagine. Like, shut up, man. No, I do not want to imagine. This is not a fairy tale land. This is like selling B2B products, dude. Like it's just stupid. Like I hate saying imagine a world where you can qualify. Like it's just too much, right? Um, one thing that I think this is just a personal preference, and like I only hear this when I speak it out loud, right? But when I read out like pitch it doesn't just automate, it does blah 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 blah. I think like hearing and saying your company in the third person, it just sounds stupid to me, right? So like I always think of like the used car salesman type of selling and phrasing when I hear this. I think it just makes your copy come off like really robotic and kind of weird. So like I would never say, breakout creatives can help you and your, like I would just be like our team at breakout, or like my team at breakout, or just like changing that phrasing a bit so you're just less like, robotic and talking about your company as if like you aren't part of it. That's just a personal preference. Now the other thing in terms of like the structure of this message is that there's about 6 to 7 lines, and I don't even fully understand what these guys do. Like they're a no code platform that qualifies leads, and they also book meetings and you don't need code. And there's 7,000 channels. I thought there was a lot less than that. So a little confusing. Like that's I think that's just a more of an offer thing where if you have a product that like, oh, it's a all-in-one tool, those are usually hard to sell because it's like, oh, well, they can do this, they can do this, they can do this. And at some point the prospect is like great, I guess, right? It's just really confusing. So here's how I would rewrite it if I was to do something like this. So I'll go like this. Hi, Ryan. Gonna go out on a limb and guess that lead qualification isn't the highlight of your day. We just built a tool for founders like you that automatically scores your leads coldest to hottest, so you know exactly who to prospect in your pipeline first. Does this sound like something that could be helpful for your sales team before the end of the year? P.S. We integrate into any sequencer or CRM you use like a glove. See, I think that's actually decent. I think coming in with that frame, it simplifies what you do. It gets to the point quickly on like how you can help. It follows up with like so you know exactly who to prospect in your pipeline first. It's like, hey, we help with this so that this. I think that's important as well. And it's quick, right? Like I'm not talking 6 lines about a bunch of. I'm sorry, who sent this? Paul, I'm sorry if you're seeing this, but a lot of blab, right? Like I'm just quick, punchy. I know what it does. I know how it can help. Boom. Right. I think that's how I would rewrite this if I was running outbound for the guys at Pitch It. Now, final example we have here, email 3. Okay, we got a long one. Hi, Ryan. Breakout Creatives' innovative approach to connecting healthcare companies with investors is crucial in today's competitive landscape. Okay. I understand that Apex Ascension faces several operational challenges. Blah, blah, blah. I've identified insights that, oh God, dude. I'll go over this line here and why that is kind of brutal. I thought you might be interested in some key findings from our research. Utilize AI algorithms to streamline investor matching and reduce identification time. Okay, blah, blah, blah. And then we go at Content Marketing Meetup. We specialize in professional cold email and lead generation tailored to, okay. Beautiful. Would you be able to do a brief conversation? Okay, so like a lot of things that I would do differently here. First, way too long. Like I'm doing a video on this email and I didn't even read the whole thing. Like this would take like 30-40 seconds to fully read. I'm just not doing that. Yeah, it takes me 6 full lines to understand what their company even does. And then on top of that, they completely butchered company name. Like Breakout Creatives does not do this actually. So that's just wrong. Just don't mess that up. Don't be stupid. And the fluff. I absolutely despise fluff. And by fluff, I mean you say sentences that don't actually mean anything. Like tell me what does I've identified insights that could enhance efficiency and optimize resources. What the hell does that mean? What what are you even talking about? You know what I mean? I just don't. I hate that kind of stuff, and I really try to lean against like corporate jargon and things like that. I try to be really brief and to the point. Like I'm talking to you right now is the same language that I normally try and write in. Um, it looks like they might have used a clay prompt for the bullet points like here, and I've done that before. And if you do it well, it can be great. But the the way that it's done, it just doesn't really like tie home to the offer as well. They explained here kind of what the offer is, but it takes one, two, three, four, 5 lines to get there. I'm not reading that far, right? Like there's no reason for me to do so because you're just talking about fluff and I've identified insights and like all this BS, right? Quicker, be quicker, more to the point. And then finally, of course, as you're trying to sell a cold email service to somebody who like is very public about running a cold email service, that just doesn't make sense. But if I was to do this for you, I would do something like this. Is I would go, hey Ryan, I'm sure quality data and proper targeting is a top priority when connecting your healthcare clients to the right investor groups. I made a video for you going over some strategies on how you can segment your ICP better using AI and some other tech tools. Can't hurt to take a super quick peek at it. Mind if I send it to you here, or is another platform easier for you? Again, this isn't, I don't think the offer for this is that great. But here's how I would do it, right? Like, you want to empathize with them on what the problem is, on kind of how you can help with it, saying, hey, quality data and proper targeting, like I know that that this is a big priority for you, right? I like using the video angle just because I think it's a little more like you're not asking for as much to explain what it's for and how it can help you, and then you just say, hey, like look, can't hurt to take a super quick peek at, like, mind if I send it to you here, or is I can send it on LinkedIn, I can send it on Twitter, something like that. I think I've used this call to action a decent amount. I think it's pretty good. And yeah, that's what I would do with this message here. Again, I don't think the offer is the greatest, but that's how I would try to fix it. I hope this video was helpful. I think there's a lot of cold emails in my spam folder. I could probably do like 5 more of these. So if you want more of these, and if these are helpful and just kind of seeing, how I would break them down, how I would change them, drop a comment. Be like, hey, this was awesome, Ryan. Thanks for the help. And if you want any of these kind of scripts in the style that I wrote them for you, for your offer and your company, you can book a call and I can see if we can help. If we can, awesome. If we can't, no worries at all. I'll do my best to point you in the right direction. So thank you so much for checking this video. You're the best and have a great day. Peace.